Well, I'm invested, but does that mean I'm committed? All right, welcome back to the Messy Garage. So I'm a Milwaukee guy. This isn't even all the Milwaukee tools I have. I've got a nailer, I've got a sawzall, I've got some other stuff, and most of those other things I didn't bring are actually in the category I'll put over on this side, which is stuff I use a fair bit. My impacts, my ratchet, my circular saw. But I have some tools that I bought just because I'm on Milwaukee. The die grinder, which I love, but I don't use much. The small 1/4 inch router, which is great, but I don't use it much. And the mini sawzall, the hacksaw, which is probably the only one I don't love of my Milwaukee tools, actually. I just don't find it too useful versus the big sawzall, which is amazing. But each one of these are $200 or more. And, I've had this rule of trying to have one charger. And, the beauty of the Milwaukee system is one charger does both the 18 volt and the 12 volt, or 18 volt and 12 volt, better said. Anyway, but I have to say, while that's gotten me down to one platform for my power tools, I've got a second platform Ego for my yard tools, but I find myself looking at things I want and saying, wow, how much am I going to use it for the investment? So Harbor Freight has a starter kit. You buy that for 99 bucks. So that's one 5 amp hour battery and a charger. And that's a standard, not very fast charger, which is probably okay. And then you get a free tool. Now I chose the most expensive of the things I'm looking to replace in my wired tool portfolio, which is a jigsaw, which I'm getting ready to need for some cabinetry work and some other stuff we're doing in the house. And my sander. I have a DeWalt corded sander, and I just hate cords for stuff like this. I really hate cords. So this was like $53. This, if I bought it new, non-bundle, it's like 80 bucks. I paid way less than $200 for all of this, a battery, the jigsaw, which, by the way, is another $200. This would be another $200. I paid less than $200 for all of this. And it would have been much more than that if it hadn't been on sale. So it was $99 for these two things now, another $50, so way less. I actually got 15% off this today. But even at, regular prices, and of course Harbor Freight does a lot of sales, these represent a much better value, and they have 3-year warranties on the batteries, 5-year warranties on the tools. And I think I would tell you, I've told a lot of people I don't trust Harbor Freight for battery tools. I'm worried they'll orphan me. I don't know if they're quality. Well, Hercules has made a believer out of me. The warranty stands behind it. The reviews have been really good for most of the tools. I haven't seen reviews much on these, a little bit. The on-site reviews are very good. And to be honest, these are definitely going to be good enough for what I'm doing. And getting rid of cords will make me a better outcome than any deficiencies the tools themselves have. Because I hate cords. I find them really fiddly. They get in the way, and I despise them. And this would be another $400. And the bandsaw I kind of want to have around and might need for a project soon is really expensive for Milwaukee. I think it's over $300. But it's like 120 bucks, I think, in the Hercules line. So, weirdly, I'm going to put some Hercules stuff, have a second battery platform, which I have long resisted doing. I mean, over a decade. And I'm going to do it. And what kind of let me think about it was that battery drawer in my US General doesn't really fit my Milwaukee charger. It's up in the hutch. So it doesn't really take up any room, which is part of my gripe before anyway. So this charger will live inside the power drawer. These tools will be up with the other woodworking type tools, which are in a different cabinet, not in my hutch, not in my USG setup here. But I think it's going to offer me an affordable thing for good, powerful tools good quality tools, very effective tools, and not just have to invest $200 or $300 every single time I'd like to do something. So I think the only other thing, like I said, is maybe the bandsaw. There might be one other Hercules tool today that I could think of to have. But the cost of entry is so attractive and the quality has been so good. And frankly, the prices in general and the bundles they do are pretty great. So the Messy Garage has a new battery platform. I guess we'll see how it does. And I'll follow up when I do start using them. But it's something to think about. And maybe this was useful. I'd be really curious in your comments. What do you do about battery platforms? How twitchy are you about it? Are you loyal? Do you just buy whatever's on sale? Do you have 3 or 4? Do you try to keep it down to 1 or 2? I was a one battery platform guy, at least charger, because I know 12 and 18 are different, but they use one charger. And now I'm not. Guess we'll see how life works. In the meantime, stay messy.